Hello, welcome to Oman 360 Views. I have some exciting information to share with you. Very exciting information to share with you. It is January 17, 2025. Why am I excited? Because in January and February 2024, the government here in Oman let Google Street View get in the country. Google Street View, if you do not know what it is a program where the Google car goes around and takes photos of all businesses on the street. It maps the street, which makes it very good for tourists to find places. It makes it very good for people who don't live in that area to find places. Somebody's coming from Masira or somewhere, they don't live here, they want to find your place, they can find it. But in order for that to work, in countries where this existed, okay, people already had registered with Google. Okay, their business was on Google, so people could find them. Your business might be on Google, that you can go and find it. You might not have control of it, so you can contact us to get control of it. Okay, but so first of all, you have to be on Google, because when somebody is searching for your type of business to come to it, they have to find you first, and then these maps are going to be great for you. So why is this exciting? Because this has worked in US for over 16 years. It has worked in UK, Canada, Australia, all countries around. It has worked. For the last several years, it has worked in Dubai. Guess what? The government said if it's worked for all these places, it's going to work here. What makes you think it won't work for you? If the whole government is investing, has already invested, and almost the whole country is already there. As a matter of fact, if you step outside your door and you look at your house, you look at your neighbor's house, excited about how you're looking at it, well, that is how you'll see it. Since Street View is already there, you can now open the map and move that little man, and you'll see a blue line. There's going to be a little yellow man. Move him on the blue line, and you'll see the left and right. Just as if you're standing outside there, you see the full 360. It's there. If your shop is on the street, it's there. Okay, so this is already there. Now it's for people to get to you. And once people get to you, that's great. We're taking it a step further. I lived in US for a while, and I was trained in Google and did actual exams. They suggested for us what cameras to use, etc., etc. And then businesses over there were calling us after a couple of years. Why? Because they were sleeping. A lot of businesses had already jumped, and their businesses were already online, and they were getting calls to, hey, come on, we know where you're located and this and that. We want to come to your place. Do you have, like a restaurant might get a call that says, we saw you have a table on the left side of the entrance. We want to reserve that table. Things like that, yeah. You're not even thinking of this yet, but people will book based upon 360. Okay, so what this means that yes, you are online, but between two places that are on Google, the one already having the 360 views will get more visitors than the one that doesn't have. This is why all hotels in the US have it, all restaurants, every place has it. Okay, so if you're going to wait until it's too late, this is what happened. 2015, Google will send me, I wake up in the morning, I have 5 to 7 leads. We call them leads, or information of people who want a virtual tour. And out of 5 to 7, maybe one of them might be confused. But the rest of them exactly know what they want. They said, when I called them, I said, I just received your information from Google saying you'd like to have a 360 virtual tour created for you. And they're like, yes, when can you come? They don't even ask how much it is. When can you come? Because they don't want to be in a position where they've lost all this money and they're continuing to lose. They want to invest now, because somebody on the street already had it and they're getting all the business while they're not. Okay, that somebody who has it is getting the business while they're not. I'll give you a scenario. There were three play places, like, with bouncy houses and all that stuff. There were 3 such places. One was on the road and it has huge windows. Okay, so he was just depending, I'm on the road, I will get the traffic. Okay, The other one was a little bit inside, but he was in a nice shopping area. So he was depending on that traffic. And the third one was actually inside, not visible to the rest. That guy called us. He said, "Can you do a virtual tour for my place?" I said, "Absolutely." We did it. In a few months, the other two called me. They said, "All customers are going there. They're not coming to us. What's the difference?" I said, "Because he's doing a little bit more than you're doing. He has virtual tour. People know what his place looks like. New people don't know what your place looks like until they get in. And you only get the traffic that's going here. You're not getting traffic from far outside. So this is the problem." So they both wanted us to create these virtual tours. It works. It works in US. It's working in Dubai. So Dubai is before us, right? They've just done it recently, like within the last 8, 9 years, maybe 10 years actually, because they even have their own RTA map, the one for their local, that uses Google. They employed Google to create that map for them. Why would a country pay so much money if this was not working? They request Google to list the businesses. All the businesses are listed. Why would they do that if it's not working? Spend millions of dollars. Oman has spent a lot of money for this to happen because it's working everywhere and it will work here. It will work for tourism industry. It will work for you as a small business. Let me give you an example of businesses that have called us or requested our services. We have been called to do barbers, hairdressers for ladies and men. You can check actually on our profile. You'll be able to see them. Massage centers, hotels, restaurants. All this we've done. Restaurants, you can see all of them there. Photos are actually there. Okay, you can click from our website to see among the works we've done. So a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of, like I say, display places, all of them are using it. There's only one thing that was not in the US that's here. Two things actually. One is wedding halls and second is farmhouses. So if you know somebody with a wedding hall or farmhouse, this is how they can make a difference and win their competition. Okay, especially farmhouses. Farmhouse, you can make a huge difference with the 360 virtual tour. Why? Because you know and I know when somebody takes a photo of a place, or if you as a owner, you took a photo of something, it's because you think that thing is beautiful. People must see it. But you've ignored other things that other people think are beautiful. And so when people look at the photo, they know right away that this is what they want me to see. There's a lot that they don't want me to see. I want to know about that. So when you have a farmhouse, you spend for every corner. You've made the whole place beautiful, right? But when you take photos, it looks like you're only showing a few things. Even though you might take photos all around, you might take a panoramic photo. Still, it looks like you're hiding. Get a 360 virtual tour done, and you'll see how much your business increases. Okay? So how do I know that it works? Companies that are in USA, okay, in Canada, are calling us to do jobs for them here. Buffalo Wild Wing was done by us. It's a contract from Oman. Data center in Oman, I'm not going to say the name for privacy. We got that call to photograph the data center. We've done oil rigs. Again, I cannot say the names because it was a private thing, but we've done oil rigs. Okay, so anything you can imagine is in there for various reasons. Okay, you might just want to call and say, my business is like this. How could I use virtual tour? We'll be able to help you with that. Because if it's a business that involves people, this will work. If your business only involves animals just walking by themselves, nobody's bringing them, this will not work. But if your business involves animals and humans are bringing them in, this will work for you. People with kennels. I've approached a few, but I think they were skeptic. Okay? This will work for you. Right now, the road is close to your place. Let people get inside. Kennels. It will work for you. So that's how I know this will work, because it's working for other countries. Why will not work here? It has worked for other countries. The Street View has worked. 360 virtual tours have worked in other countries. They're working in Dubai. Why will not they work for us in Oman? So you want to be ahead of this curve. By the time others realize it's there, you should have made so much profit that you are ahead of them. Either they should close their store, or it should be difficult for them to catch up. But of course, if you're the one that want to catch up, then that's what you have to catch up to. Okay, but I hope you make the right decision for your business today. Actually, dealerships, I forgot to say, dealerships, furniture store. We've done furniture stores, we've done dealerships. Any place that people work in, hospitals. Okay, in Oman, we've done hospitals already. I'll tell you how this works. Maybe you have not left Oman, or maybe you left Oman to study many years ago, not within the last 3-4 years, and you think, no, this will not work here. But I'll tell you how it's going to work, or why it will work. Most students that have just arrived from outside, before they come to Oman, they look for everything on Google. And they're shocked that we're still not on Google. Your business is not on Google, or it's on Google, but nobody is answering anything. Okay, they cannot see inside your business. They're shocked already. They're returning. Okay, they're your prime customers. What you have, they're looking for, but they can't find you. Okay, who is going to come? And they will come in the future because of investment. Guess what? They look at all these properties and everything. They want to see what it looks like around there. After those properties, which your property should have a 360 view, after the properties, they also look, is there a hospital nearby? Is there a kid's place nearby? Is there a barber nearby? Is there this nearby? Is there that nearby? Is there a supermarket nearby? Supermarket should be on there as well. Okay. So when they look and they don't find you, first of all, they don't find you on Google, you don't exist. That's the first thing. Secondly, let's say they find you on Google, but there's somebody else who already has the virtual tour. Guess what decision they're going to make? They're going to go with the place that they've seen and they trust. They trust what they've seen as 360. They will go there. Okay, so make the right choice for your business. Here, we've done dentists and hospitals. So between two dentists, if the dentist is keeping their Google profile up and active, guess what? Somebody will look at this dentist, they just see a bunch of stuff on website, on Google, if they're on Google. But they look at the next dentist, they see a 360 view, and they see the equipment that they have, and they go, wow, these guys actually have the state-of-art equipment. So in their decision making, they choose to stay close to you. You know how they use Google? They look at Google multiples of times a day to see what the traffic is like to your location. Even that can be found. So somebody chooses how to come, where to live, based on that, to maximize on their time, because time for most people is money. If you lose time, you've lost money. Okay, so they make their decisions back based on this. They look at Google, they look at Street View, they look at 360 virtual tours. So this is what I wanted to share with you, and it's exciting. It's beginning of 2025, and I think if you make the right decision for yourself, if you let your friends know with farmhouses that such a thing exists and it can benefit them, it will be a great year for you and for them. Thank you, and see you in our next video.